Hi, may I help you?
Yes, I'm here for the programs, and I'd like to know how much it costs.
There's no charge for any of our programs. However, they start at 2 o'clock.
Well, it's only 11 now. What can I do for 3 hours?
There's lots of things you can do here at Duffield. Just ask one of the librarians.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me. Hi, I've never been into a library before. What is it and what can I do here?
Well, just listen and I'll tell you. To answer your first question, a library is a large collection of books and other materials that help you discover new ideas, find answers to questions, and enjoy faraway places and imaginary things. Duffield Branch is your library. You can borrow books, cassette tapes, magazines, and other things here if you have a library card. Our new computerized library card looks like this. You can obtain a library card by asking at our checkout desk for a library card application. Have your parent or guardian fill it out and then return it to us to receive your new card. Once you have your card, you can look at the books on our shelves until you find something that you would like to take home with you. There are 2 types of books you might want to take home. The 2 types of books are fiction and nonfiction. Fiction books are imaginary stories. Duffield Branch Library has a large collection of fiction books for you. If you are just learning how to read, you would find your books on our readers' bookshelves. If you are in the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd grade, you would find your books on our easy bookshelves. Our fiction books for older boys and girls are located along the wall labeled stories, and on the paperback racks located at the back of our children's room. Our library also has nonfiction books. Nonfiction books are based upon facts, such as science, history, and geography. Nonfiction books are placed on shelves in number order. Each number stands for a special subject. For example, books about sports have the same number and are kept together on the shelves in the library. Duffield's nonfiction books for you are located along the back and side walls of our children's room in Dewey Decimal order. Duffield Branch Library also has some special collections. They are our reference collection. Some common reference books that you might use include an encyclopedia, an atlas, an almanac, and a dictionary. Our African American collection. It contains fiction books by African Americans and nonfiction books about famous African Americans. Our fairy tale collection. Fairy tales are stories about fairies, giants, magic deeds, and a lot of other imaginary things. Our biography collection. Biographies are books about famous people. They are arranged alphabetically by the last name of the person written about, not the author. And our textbook collection. Duffield Branch Library has almost all the textbooks used in the Detroit Public Schools from grades kindergarten to 12th. We also have magazines. Some of the magazines we have include Sesame Street, Penny Power, Young Miss, and Ranger Rick. And all the recent titles for you are located on our new book display. Our special topic display contains books on a special theme that a librarian has selected. Now, if you don't know where to find a particular book or subject in our library, you can use the computer to locate a book by its author, title, or subject. But there are a lot of other things to do at Duffield Branch Library. You can listen to stories at our listening center. Have fun hearing a character from a book like Roger Rabbit and Cinderella read to you while you follow along. You can also play a game. We have Ants in the Pants, Checkers, Candyland, and many other fun games. Put together a puzzle with a friend or by yourself. Color a picture in one of our mini coloring books, or play with one of our animal puppets. Now, if you need a quiet place to study and do your homework, then Duffield Branch Library is the place to be. On Saturday afternoons, Keisha, we have some special programs. For example, you can watch a magic show. Let's see one now.
Who do you suppose lives in this house?
Cookie Monster.
Yes, that's right. It's Cookie Monster, and I'm going to show him to you right now. Hello, are we at home? Oh, look, there is Cookie Monster in all his blue glory. That's right. This is Cookie Monster, and inside of Cookie Monster's house, why, look at this. He's got a picture of Milk and Cookies. Can you all see that picture of Milk and Cookies? He's got a paper sack full of cookies. He's got a television. Does he have a book in his house? No, we've got to talk with Cookie about that. And next door to Cookie Monster, why, what would you think? A bakery. Look at that. It says bakery, and inside of this bakery, it's closed right now, but I have permission to show you what's inside of this bakery. Look, it's got cakes, it's got pies, it's got cookies, it's got cupcakes. Oh boy, everything a Cookie Monster would love. But as you said earlier, this bakery is closed. You see, this sign says closed right now, so nobody's supposed to go in there. Now, the reason that I have called you all here today, boys and girls, is for you to help me keep an eye on Cookie Monster. You see, it is time for Cookie's nap right now, so we're just going to close the door so he can have some peace and quiet. Now, I have called you all here today to keep an eye out on Cookie because he has the irritating habit of going over to the bakery when he isn't supposed to. So if you see him going over there, I would really appreciate it if you tell me, and so we can do something about it. Yeah, huh? As we stand here talking, he's going over there. How rude, how rude. We'll sneak up on him. Don't say a word, okay? He won't know we're coming. We'll just sneak up on him and catch him in the act. Yeah, okay, let's see. No. You guys are fooling me. I know you're fooling me. Hello. Yeah, look, he's back at home. All right. Let's try this again, okay? No more fooling. Look, you got to keep your eye out on Cookie. You got to let me know because that is the main reason.
There you go.
You put me on here? Huh? Okay. We'll sneak up on him, all right? You know, I don't want him to hear we're coming. Like, shh, don't say a word.
There you go.
You guys are kidding me. I know you're kidding me. You're just a great kidder. Here, let's see. Oh, no. He's back at home. All right. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you that when Cookie comes out to play sometimes, he returns to his house through the roof. That's right. He doesn't have a back door like you and me. He's got a door on top of his roof, okay? Go to sleep, Cookie. Okay, there we go. All right, let's try this one more time. No more fooling, okay? You've got to keep your eyes open. Huh? You sure? Okay. I tell you what. We're going to be smart. We'll sneak up on him by first opening up his house. Hello. Oh, I think we've got him for sure. Shh, keep it open. Here we go. Ha! Oh, no, you guys are kidding me, huh? Where do you suppose he is, huh? Wait, where? Okay, oh, there's a back door here. Let's see. No. There's a back door to the back of his house. Let's see if he's there. Hang on. Let's see. No. My goodness, where do you see? Oh, my gosh, I just got a great big bite on my leg. Oh, it feels like a mosquito bite. Oh, let's see. Oh, look at that. It's Cookie Monster playing a trick on us. How about a nice hand for my little friend, Cookie? Thank you very much.
Dan decided to see if the people at the animal shelter might know whose dog this was.
Watch a film that will teach you about something or one that is just for pure fun. Listen to a storyteller. Let's hear a story now. Very Hungry Caterpillar. And this is by Eric Carr. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a very tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He began to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one red apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 green pears, but he was still what? Hungry. Yes, he was still hungry on Tuesday. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still very hungry. Yes, he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4, what are those? Strawberries. But he was still very hungry. Yes, he was. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges. But he was still very hungry. Yes, he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 sausage, 1 lollipop, 1 ice cream cone, 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 slice of pie, 1 cupcake, 1 slice of salami, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 piece of watermelon, and 1 pickle. No. That night he had a stomachache. The very next day was Sunday again. The very hungry caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf. And he felt much better. So he built. Now he wasn't hungry. And now he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a great, big, enormous caterpillar. He built a house around himself called a cocoon. And he stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a little hole on the side. And he turned into a great, beautiful butterfly. Boys and girls, that's the story of the very hungry caterpillar. Learn about a community organization or a country. This gentleman's from the Humane Society. Let's hear what he has to say.
And us to care for. Pet animals cannot take care of themselves. Whether our pet is a little tiny pet like a fish, or whether our pet has big ears like a rabbit or like wolves, or whether our pet is a great big pet like a horse. A pet depends on people to care for them. And when we take a pet into our home, really what we're doing is we're making an agreement with that animal. We're making an agreement to take care of him for the rest of his life. That's why at our Humane Society we do try to be very careful. When people come to us and say they would like to get a pet, we want to make as certain as we can that it's going to be all right, that animal is going to be taken care of by his owners. I'd like to tell you.
Or do a craft. These boys and girls are putting together a puppy puppet. There are so many things to do at Duffield Branch Library. Let's review what we've just learned. If you want to read a book, there are many types to choose from in the fiction sections of our library. There are 1. Readers, for beginning readers. 2. Easies, for first, second, and third graders. 3. Stories and paperback racks, for older boys and girls. There are also nonfiction books in our library which contain factual information. 4. Nonfiction books. And our special collections. 5. Reference books, books used to answer questions quickly. 6. African American books, books by and about African Americans. 7. Fairy tales, stories about imaginary things. 8. Biographies, books about famous people. 9. Textbooks, those texts used in the Detroit Public Schools. 10. Magazines. 11. New books display. displays the newest books. 12, special topic display, books on special themes and holidays. Then we have our 13, computer, use it to locate a book. 14, listening center, listen while you read. 15, activity center, play with puzzles, games, puppets, coloring books, and more. Or you can come into our library too. 16, do your homework. And finally, 17, attend a Saturday program, magic shows, story hours, films, crafts, games day, and special guest speakers.
Okay, Keisha, it's time for me to get back to work. So what did you think?
Wow, I never realized that there were so many fun things to do at the library.
Yes, there sure are. You can have fun and learn at the same time.
Wow, and to think of all the time I spent at home wasting time watching TV. I'm coming here more often. Oh, by the way, can you help me find a book on hamsters?
Sure, come with me.